The only one that I've lived in for a long time is Newcastle. Other places I've just gone to visit friends. When all my friends went to university, I went to university in Newcastle because the course I wanted to do was here. But Newcastle is a really good city because we're near to the coast. It's not too big, so it's quite easy to see people. We have Jesmond Dean in the middle, which is a lovely forest or woody area. It has everything I need.
So what's unique about the city?
Geordies. I suppose I find what's comfortable here. It's my home, and I think one's hometown is always the most comfortable. I mean, I do think there are some very iconic things here. So, for example, the River Tyne and all the bridges, they are quite special to me, especially the Tyne Bridge. And whenever I've been away traveling to London or somewhere, and I'll come back on the train, yeah, and when it goes over the Tyne Bridge, I always look out the window and I feel, yes, I'm home when I see that. I don't know whether I would say it's beautiful because it's actually quite industrial, and the Angel of the North is quite similar to that. And when it first came up, people said that doesn't look like an angel, it's really, really ugly. But then over time, because I started to connect it with the place and the people, then it becomes beautiful. People in the North are friendlier. That's definitely the reputation that we have up here. And I think part of that is to do with the size of Newcastle because it's not as big as London. It's more common to bump into a friend in the city centre, and people will say hello on the metro or on the bus, or even just walking past one another. They'll stop and say, "All right." um, and I don't think people have that quite so much down south. When I went to university in Newcastle, I think the people from down south seemed to be quite a bit. I was conscious that they were a little bit more wealthy, maybe than most of my friends in Newcastle were. And maybe I've just prejudged them actually, but the accent sounded just a little bit more posh. And it could just be that we always pick out something different and then, we judge people because of that. Because everybody was nice, but there just wasn't the same down to earth feel about people from down south. In Newcastle, everybody's very easygoing and they're willing to talk to one another. I didn't feel that quite so much with people from down south. There's a television show called Geordie Shore, which has given Newcastle a really bad reputation because it's focused on a group of people who just sort of spend their lives going out to the clubs and having sex and drinking in a very casual way. And I hope that people don't think that that's what all Geordies are like, but some people probably do. I would say that people are just people, and there will be nice people everywhere, and there will be not so nice people everywhere as well. But the general feel of Geordies is that people are very open. They don't put on airs and graces. They'll be willing to talk to anybody.